Good morning and thank you to all in attendance today. I'd like to call to order the May 27th, 2024 meeting of Perth County Land Division Committee. I'd like to make note that what will be shown on the screen for those viewing at home is our remote meeting platform, whereby whoever is speaking will be shown predominantly, with smaller images of the members and staff attending along the edge of the screen. The agenda for this hearing has been posted online at perthcounty.ca. If you want to follow along, please feel free to access it now. Remind all committee members, staff, and any others participating in the meeting to please mute your microphones when not in use to reduce feedback. As this meeting is being held remotely, the Secretary Treasurer will call for each member's name and each member respond if they are in favor or opposed to the motion. The Chair will announce the result of the vote. Before we proceed, can we confirm the attendance of the committee members by roll call?
Councillor McKenzie.
Here.
Chair Duncan.
Here.
Councillor McDermott.
Here.
Councillor Trentowski.
Here.
And Councillor Aitchison sent his regrets.
Okay, thank you. Any disclosures of pecuniary interest, please declare now or any time throughout the meeting. I get a motion to confirm the agenda. Moved by Councillor Trentowski, seconded by Councillor McDermott.
Councillor McKenzie, how do you vote?
Yes.
Chair Duncan.
Yes.
Councillor McDermott.
Yes.
And Councillor Trentowski.
Yes.
Carried.
And we've got, can I get a motion that the Land Division Committee approve the minutes from March 25th, 2024? Moved by Councillor McKenzie, seconded by Councillor Trentowski. Any questions or comments to those minutes before we vote? Seeing none.
Councillor McDermott, how do you vote?
Yes.
Councillor Trentowski.
Yes.
Councillor McKenzie.
Yes.
And Chair Duncan.
Yes. Carried, thank you. All right, we've got application for consent to sever number 2123 Vandershot. Andrea's going to present.
Great, thank you and good morning. I'm just going to share my screen here. Hopefully it works so that everybody can understand what I'm discussing. Okay. So this application was previously approved. It's B2123 for Vandershot, and it was previously approved in August 2023 through the delegated authority. But since then, condition number 5, which indicates the requirement for the parcel to be the retained lands to be consolidated with a larger farm parcel at a for a larger farm operation, was the purchaser has changed, and so we need to amend the condition. And so we thought that it would be best to bring it to the Land Division Committee. But before we do that, I quickly give the Land Division Committee also a quick rundown on the actual application. And so the application is, sorry, everyone can still see my screen that I'm sharing, correct? Okay. So the application is for a surplus farm dwelling lot, and as you can see, these are the severed lands. They contain a single detached dwelling. There's also an accessory structure which houses 2 llamas, and then there also is a septic system, a well, and then there's also a request for an easement for a geothermal system that exists outside of the severed lands. And so the applicant has requested to include that as part of the approval as well. And then the larger farm parcel, as I indicated, will be transferred to Avon View Farms, and they have another property located in the Downey ward in Perth South, and it already has an existing dwelling. And as the committee is quite familiar, sorry, we just lost our power. Is everybody still there?
Yep.
Okay, so I'll just work in the dark here.
Andrew,
Okay.
we have power out here. You lost in your office.
Okay. We'll just carry on. Okay, so I apologize for that. So anyway, the requirements have all been met that are set out in the official plan, which speak to the house, the age of the house on the lands to be consolidated are at least 10 years old, and all of the other requirements are being satisfied. And so it's simply what we're bringing before the committee, as I previously indicated, is just an amendment to condition number 5. And then I should also point out to the committee, if this is granted by the committee, the lapsing date will now be extended to 2 years from the date of the decision. And so we are supportive of the application. If anyone has any questions, I'm happy to answer them.
Thank you, Andrew. Anybody from the committee has any questions? Okay, I don't see any. So I've got a motion here. Perth County Land Division Committee approves the application for consent to sever B2123 submitted by Ernest Vandershot for the lands described as Lot 16, Concession 12, Downing Ward in the Township of Perth South, 2834 Perth Road 130, subject to the conditions listed in the report. Moved by Councillor McDermott, seconded by Councillor McKenzie.
Counselor Trentowski, how do you vote?
Yes.
Counselor McDermott,
Yes.
Counselor McKenzie,
Yes.
and Chair Duncan.
Yes, that's carried. Thanks, everyone. We'll move along. We got the consent file status report. Michelle?
Yes, thank you. So I will just give a quick highlight of the report I circulated last week with the agenda. So since our last report and as of May 17th, we've had 9 new consent applications that are currently in process and 7 that are in process that were received prior to May 17th. We have 1 application that's been approved through the delegated authority process, and 14 applications have received final approval for which a certificate of official was sent. And currently there are 6 applications that are on hold for various reasons, all of which are listed in the report. Does anyone have any questions?
No questions from anyone? Okay. I'll get a motion to approve that report then. Councillor McDermott, seconded by Councillor Trentowski.
Counselor McKenzie, how do you vote?
Yes. Sorry.
That's okay. Counselor McDermott,
Yes.
Counselor Trentowski,
Yes.
and Chair Duncan.
Yes. Thank you, that's carried. And we got 6.2 surplus farm dwelling report. Michelle?
Yeah, so at your request, we pulled the data for the surplus farm dwelling severances from starting in 2017 until the end of 2023. You can see I've listed them all in Schedule A, but in the report, you can see that most of these severed areas and retained areas are fairly similar throughout the years. There will be some one-offs that will be larger and some that are smaller, but I'm not quite sure if this is what you were hoping for, but if you want some more detailed reports, I'm happy to provide that and get some more information, but if you have any questions about this, please let us know.
Okay. Is there any questions from any of the committee members? Councillor McKenzie?
Not a question so much as a comment, and I think that's what we were looking for. It kind of gives us a report on how we were doing since 2017. So, like you said, there's the odd one off, but we're fairly consistent, I think, in what we're doing, and that's the reassurance that I think we were looking for.
Yeah. Okay, great. And that's what I wondered about. And then I was talking to Andrea Friday about it too, and said that most of our SFDs are approved through the DA process. The larger ones are the ones that you will see. So that can maybe make it seem as well like we are approving them larger than we were previously too. So I'm happy to provide an update on this report each year if we wanted to do that in maybe early in the first quarter of each year from the previous year, just to keep an eye on what we're doing and what we're approving each year, if you'd like.
Okay. Anyone else with any questions? Okay. Oh, Councillor Trentowski?
Through you, Mr. Chair, not a question, but just to follow through on Michelle's comment. Yes, I would like to see an annual report. It's handy to keep this information fresh and close by, should there be any questions either from council staff or the public at large about these applications. Thank you.
Okay. Michelle, do you want a motion for that or you're just
I-
with direction?
I was wondering if we should take a motion. We already have a motion that sorry, not council, that Land Division Committee receives the report and then perhaps it can be and direct staff to provide an annual report in Q1 from the previous year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you like me to read that out?
Yeah, if you want to read that out, then we
To
can.
make it clear?
Yep.
Okay. So the motion would be that Land Division Committee receives the surplus farm dwelling report for information and direct staff to provide an annual report in Q1.
Everybody's happy with that? Can I get a mover for that then? Councillor Trentowski, second by Councillor McDermott.
Okay. Councillor McKenzie, how do you vote?
Yes.
Councillor McDermott?
Yes.
Councillor Trentowski? And Chair Duncan?
Yes.
Good.
Okay, so we have no correspondence, no appeals, no other business, no closed session. Our next meeting date is June 24th, 2024. So I guess we're at the point of adjournment. I'll take a motion to adjourn. Councillor McDermott, second by Councillor Trentowski.
Councillor McKenzie, how do you vote?
Yes.
Councillor McDermott?
Yes.
Councillor Trentowski?
Yes.
And Chair Duncan?
Yes.
Thank you. 9:41.
Thanks, everyone.
Good. Take care.
Great.
Have a good
Great
day.
day, everyone.
Everyone.